About 300 years before Christ, Stoicism originated in ancient Greece and Rome. It is a way of life that emphasizes virtue and goodness. It helps people feel happier and less depressed while cultivating their good qualities. However, many people today mistakenly believe that Stoicism entails suppressing emotions. In actuality, it's a passionate and determined way of living that can improve your life. It's like a tool to improve self-control, staying strong, and gaining wisdom. Unfortunately, despite the fact that Stoicism philosophy has so many advantages, not many people choose to follow this road. Stoicism is a form of meditation that helps you deal with negative feelings. You learn to turn those feelings into thoughts that bring you peace and a better understanding of life. It's a way to find calm and see things from a clearer perspective when facing challenges. So let's dive into Stoicism's teachings for the modern world. Stoicism holds that being morally good leads to a fulfilling and happy life. According to Stoicism, your primary purpose in life is simply to be a good human being. That's your one job here on earth. Seneca prayed, "God grant you the courage to change the things you can't, the wisdom to know the difference, and the serenity to accept the things you cannot." These lines serve as a reminder to find serenity amid life's uncertainty. Be courageous while taking on issues that you can control, and possess the discernment to know what you can control and what you cannot. Understanding that your mind has a significant role in determining whether something is good or negative makes you stronger, calmer, and less reactive. Marcus Aurelius stated that you control your thoughts, not external circumstances. Recognize this, and you'll gain resilience. Being stoic and mindful involves understanding what you can and cannot control in life. For example, you cannot control the weather, but you can choose how to dress or schedule your activities accordingly. You can't control what other people think of you, but you can control how you respond. You cannot change the past, but you can learn from it. You cannot predict or control every future event, but you can prepare for it and adjust. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. This will make you feel happier and more at ease. Gratitude Stoics hold that chasing material goods and constantly wanting more can result in unhappiness and an unhappy life. True happiness, they say, comes from learning to value and be grateful for everything in your life, including your relationships, possessions, and modern conveniences. You are fortunate to live in a time when technology and basic requirements were unimaginable for our predecessors. Take stock of your possessions and express gratitude in Stoicism today. Remember that deeds speak louder than words. It is more effective to live by your values, individual accountability rather than merely lecturing them. The ideology places a strong emphasis on taking personal responsibility and realizing that every choice you make has moral implications. Don't explain your philosophy. Instead, live it, advised Epictetus. Living by your moral code and matching your actions with your values is the key to truly embodying Stoic philosophy and changing the world for the better. Stoicism is not about being unduly harsh on yourself. Rather, it's about being aware of the moral dimension of every decision you make throughout the day. Ask yourself what's the best way to act in this situation on a regular basis. Everyone shares the power of choice, regardless of their upbringing or current circumstances. This power allows people to make decisions regardless of their circumstances, whether they are depressed, destitute, or successful entrepreneurs. You have the ability to choose whether your life is easier or tougher, so it doesn't have to be complicated. Making the right decisions is like finding a shortcut in life, according to Stoics. You can choose happiness, love, freedom, respect, and financial abundance. The key takeaway is that you are in charge of your life and how you feel. Having this freedom of choice is what ultimately sets you free, because it keeps you from becoming mired in the past and worrying about things that are out of your control. Stoicism says that when you take responsibility for your actions, you'll always feel free and empowered, regardless of the obstacles life presents. Keep in mind that your decisions have the capacity to truly change your life and give you a sense of control over it. Getting upset doesn't solve anything. Instead, it merely wastes your time and resources with no lasting gains. Stoics recommend practicing non-reactivity rather than allowing yourself to become upset over things that are beyond your control. Anger can be contagious, and allowing it to take control can cause it to spread to others or even affect you again. For this reason, it is crucial to avoid allowing anger to dictate your behavior. Anger directed at others can only result in you reflecting it onto yourself, creating a vicious cycle. Preserve your thoughts prophecy that does more harm than good. Avoiding anger and concentrating on preserving inner peace and tranquility is the prudent course of action. Just as you safeguard your home, vehicle keys, wallet, and other valuable possessions, you should also safeguard your intellect, which is one of your most important assets. Take care who you let to affect your feelings and thinking. Never allow someone to just sway your opinions, just as you wouldn't allow outsiders to have access to your belongings. Be conscious of the harmful effects in your environment that could damage you without your knowledge. Make thoughtful decisions about who you let into your life and surround yourself with uplifting and encouraging people. Keep in mind that your mind is valuable and that you should protect it in the same way as you would your other valuables. Your regular thoughts have an impact on your mind. If you have a tendency to think badly, you will probably automatically react negatively to situations. Think kindly of yourself. The best course of action is to consciously practice finding the good in everything and being grateful. The more negative thinking you engage in, the more negative your perspective of the world becomes. On the other hand, if you don't actively practice positive thinking, you may end up defaulting to negative thoughts as well. There is an infinite amount of knowledge and information to learn in the world, despite the fact that some individuals may act as though they do. True learning starts with humility, or the recognition that there is always more to learn and comprehend. You become more open to personal development and the chance to help others when you let go of the notion that you are an expert in everything. Great leaders think with this kind of mind. Stoics stressed that character, not labels, is what really important. It is through this humble perspective that you can continuously develop yourself, serve others, and make a great effect on the world. External characteristics like skin tone or appearance shouldn't define you. Rather, your character should be what matters most to you, because it considers the effort you put in every day to improve yourself and become a better person.